analysis. 1. Definition and features of discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is the study of how language is used in real communication. It is not only about word or grammar, but about how people use language to share ideas, feeling, and relationship in different situations. Some definition from expert. 1. Brown and Yule, 1983. Discourse analysis studies language used for communication, not only in its structure. 2. Stubbs, 1983. It studies language use that goes beyond the sentence. 3. Cook, 1989. Discourse is a text, has meaning and social context. 4. G. 24. It shows how language creates identified and social action. 5. Verloc, 1992. It studies that relationship between language, power, and ideology. 6. Shifrin, 1994. It focused on how conversation and text balance meaning in social interaction. 7. Holiday, 1978. Language always has function, identitional, interventional, and structure. Windows 27. Discourse analysis is about how sentences relate to each other and to the situation in which they are used. And Tannen, 1989, say discourse analysis is involvement in communication, how people connect, talking, and writing. Main features of discourse analysis. 1. It studies language in use, not only grammar. 2. It examines language beyond the sentence. 3. It considers social and cultural context. 4. It connects language with meaning and function. It includes both spoken and written communication. It helps understand how people use language to achieve goals. And the last, it reveals power, ideology, and relationship in communication. 2. Why do we study discourse analysis? We study discourse analysis for many reasons. First, it helps us understand how people use language in real life. In school, we often learn grammar and vocabulary. But in really, language is used differently depending on the situation. Discourse analysis teaches us to look at the meaning behind the word. Second, it helps us improve communication skill. When we know how discourse works, we can speak and write more clearly, politely, and effectively. For the example, we learn how to make requests, express opinions, or argument logically in different situations. And the third, discourse analysis connect language with culture and society. Every language reflects the way people think and live. For instance, the way people greet each other. Also, respect is different from one culture to another. Studying discourse helps us understand these cultural differences. Fourth, is very useful in many fields such as education, media, translation, literature, and politics. For example, teachers use discourse analysis to study how student communication in class. Journalists use it to analyze new language. Polyglotts use it to understand persuasive speeches. Finally, discourse analysis help us to think critical. It trains us to see the hidden meaning, ideologies, and power behind words. For example, the same event can be described differently by two newspapers depending on their perspective. In short, we study discourse analysis because it helps us understand how language creates meaning, builds relationship, and shapes and society. 3. Meaning and use of discourse in spoken and written language. Discourse means connected language that creates meaning, a conversation, a story, an article, or even a short message. In spoken form, discourse happens through conversation, interviews, speeches, or storytelling. In written form, it happens in essay, books, letters, and online posts. Spoken discourse. Spoken discourse is dynamic and interactive. It uses tone, stress, pauses, and gestures. It is often spontaneous and sometimes include, for example, "Hey, how it's going?" "Fine, thanks. What about you?" "I'm good too." This short changes so spoken discourse, short sentence, repetition, and informal words. Written discourse. Written discourse is more organized and preman. It uses correct grammar, functions, and clear structure. It usually has a formal tone. For example, the purpose of this study is to understand how studies use language in classroom discuss. Unclear spoken discourse. This example is more structured and use academic word. Use of discourse. Discourse is used to share ideas, persuade people, express emotion, tell story, and use of discourse. Discourse is used to share idea, persuade people, express emotion, tell story, and maintain relationship. Spoken discourse have violate personal interaction. While written discourse have record ideas for a long time. Both are important because they show how people use language to communication meaningful. 4. Linguistic forms and function. Language has two main sides from a function, form and function. The form refers to the grammatical structure, how words and sentences are built. The function refers to what the sentence does, its purpose or communicative role. For example, the sentence "Can you open the window?" has the form of a question, but the function or a request. The sentence "I promise I'll be there" has the function of making a promise. This shows that the same form can have different functions depending on the situation. Discourse analysis has understand how form and function connect. It teaches that grammar alone is not enough to know meaning. What really matters is how people use language in different situations. In spoken communication, intonation, tone, and facial expression change meaning. In written communication, in spoken communication, intonation, tone, and facial expression change meaning. In written communication, punctuation and word choice show the reader attitude. For example, sure, natural, sure. For example, sure, natural, sure. Even with the same word, the meaning changes because of prompt and context. Thus, discourse analysis teaches us to look beyond structure and understand the real purpose of communication, whether it's to ask, inform, comment, and express emotion. The rule of context in interpretation. Context is everything in communication. Without it, we can't fully understand meaning. Context includes the situation, culture, topic, speaker's relationship, and even tone. For example, if some says, "You are crazy," while laugh, it means you're funny. But if they say it angrily, it means you are wrong or false. Context changes everything. Types of context. 1. Situation context. This is what is happening around the conversation. 2. Culture context. This is belief, traditions, and values of the speakers. 3. Linguistic context. This is the word or sentence before and after. And 4. Pragmatic context. The real intention behind the words. For instance, if a teacher says, "It is noisy here," she may not just describe the class but actually tell students to be quiet. Understanding context help avoid misunderstanding. Discourse analysis so that words alone don't carry full meaning. We must know who said them, where, when, and why. And the finish. Conclusion. Discourse analysis is a field that studies how language is used in real communication. It is of understand the language is not only grammar or vocabulary, but also meaning, function, and context. We study discourse analysis because it helps communicate better, understand others, and think critical about how language shapes the world. It is so as how spoken and written discourse differ, how form and function connect, and how context give true meaning to words. And in short, discourse analysis teaches that language is more than what we say. It is also how, why, and in what this situation we say it. So studying discourse, we learn to use language more visibly, clearly, and meaningfully in our daily lives. Okay, sir, this is explained about discourse analysis. Thank you for your attention.